Pharrell Williams, happy. I'm happy because, it's not just about losing weight. Chandni, who's my nutritionist, tells me, assures me, promises me that I'm going to lose some going on her diet. To me, it's about I can swim 20 laps now and I want to up that to 40 laps. And Kruti Khemani at Continuum is doing such a splendid job working with me. And like I've said in a Facebook page tag, the best physio and rehab specialist in town. And she's in conversation with me. More conversation.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
So your team's listening to us live. Yeah?
Yes.
You want to shout out to them at Continuum?
Hi guys, good morning. I know you're listening. It's out and loud, and I think patients are listening too. But I think, Hrishi, I've collected, I do believe your vibe attracts your tribe. And I think the kind of people I've collected over the 2 years, they really believe in the cause. They really believe that we are healers, but they also believe that we're fun healers and we're family. So I think I get shouted at all the time saying, ma'am, you make everybody a friend. I'm like, well, you have to, because that's how they trust you. That's how they will have the faith that, yes, you're here to help them, right? We're not a business. We are healers. So really, I just want to say really thank you to the entire team, of course, just for starters, the guy who manages the backbone of Continuum, Kruti Khemani, who's a partner, but also a lovely husband. And I've got two Salonis. Hi, Saloni D and Saloni T. And I've got a lovely boy by the name of Farzan, who you've met, and he's fabulous. He's one of a kind, clearly, because he's only 1 year out. And of course, a really, really, really big thank you to my support team, which is Neha and Siddharth. So I think I just wanted to say that, it's just God's grace that He's helped me create Continuum, and I'm looking to actually help more and more people throughout not just Mumbai, but throughout the country with the skills that I've brought back with me.
Now, I want to make this absolutely clear. I mean, we are going to get into, her treating me, training me. I have an injury, which is an L5-S1 sciatica, but that doesn't mean only if you have an injury or only if you suffer from orthopedic problems that you have to go to Kruti Khemani and the team at Continuum, because they are specialists and they deal with human anatomy of all shapes and sizes. And what's of particular interest to me is your specialization in the area of sports, and with roots and the cricket coming along, your physios are at hand during the games.
Correct.
This is 8-a-side football, which happens in Bandra and also in town, in St. Andrews, and where else?
Juhu.
And Juhu. So working with sports people.
So I think it's amazing how sports has come up in India. I'm just flabbergasted at the way every single person, right from say 5-year-olds to all the way to 50, 60-year-olds trying to get into sport, or rather even wanting to opt to start at a certain age, which is brilliant because it's a great lifestyle change. But what I'm noticing also is that they're all really playing whilst in pain or whilst broken. So all I want to say is, so I send out physios on the field, but I tell my physios, watch those people play, see how they're getting injury, see how they're running, see they are hobbling out of the field. Then talk to them about why their injury did happen, because you've assessed them. It's not just about spraying a can of Raleigh spray. It's not about putting ice. Anybody can do that. I think the training that I've given my physios is to first know the person, watch them play, and then only can they fix them. So once they've come to them on field once, twice, 3 times, time to bring them to the clinic so that they can be fixed for good, because obviously they don't want to stop playing. After an 8-10 hour day at work, they look forward to that game of football in the evening, right? You look forward to your game of tennis if you want to play tennis after work or on the weekends, like you look forward to your swimming. So imagine, by worst case scenario, if the pain was stopping you, you can't do what you absolutely love, because that's your me time. That's your break from your, the Monday to Friday rut. So I think what we're looking at as sports physios being on field is to know you again as a person and see what we can do to help you continue playing and even excelling, because this is amateur we're talking, right? Of course, elite sports have their own individual physios, which is brilliant. And finally, again, we're seeing a lot more expertise from overseas wanting to come into India because they know there's room for them as well. So there's enough work out there for us physios in sports, and I think what we really need to work on is our approach to how we are when we're on field. So again, with the physios that work with me, they very well know that they are the face when they're on field. It's not about Continuum. Sometimes it is also about them, because the players that are on field know them by the face, right? And of course, Continuum's model is what they're following. So I'm aiming to grab more and more physios wanting to come over on board to actually work within amateur to semi-elite sports, and then trying to enhance their knowledge, which they can then carry forward to their next level in their career.
So if you're a physio listening to this, or if you're a sports person, amateur or semi-professional or professional, and you need help in that aspect, or you're willing to join the team, then this is where you can get in touch. Just the number and the email ID again. Yeah.
So you can get in touch with us. Call us on 8291 003611 or 3612. And the email address which you can send us your resumes if you're a physio is info@continuumservices.in, info@CONTINUUM services.in, and there's a website if you want to have a look, which is continuumservices.in.
Okay, now listen, this is a wonderful facility in the western suburbs, so it's not prohibitive if you're a townie, because it's technically between Bandra and Andheri, and you've got a gym facility, you've got four or five therapy rooms.
Yep.
Yeah, just a bit about the facility.
So I made the facility in a way that we could co-work with other professionals. So I've had a lot of people that say, can we bring our trainers here and train under your facility? Is because they're obviously scared, they don't want to get injured once they finish with us. So of course the therapy rooms are for us to treat you and to get rid of your pain and symptoms. Once that's done, obviously we move on to what we call as active therapy, which is exercises. So a physio clinic has to have, or a center has to have, space where we can teach you and conduct those exercises with you. And of course the biggest part of any therapy is you need a mirror, because that's visual feedback for you. So we show you how you're doing it in the mirror. So the space has to be big enough to obviously accommodate. So we've got a gym and we've got a studio space where we make you do the exercises. We do group classes as well, so it's a biggish enough place. And I also have sports massage therapists that are there in-house. So basically sports massage is again the in thing to do, but we're very, very possessive about our patients, so we do not let sports masseuse touch them till we know they're absolutely ready and the right time in their program. Right, so it's all in-house, and I'm hoping and praying that we get a psychologist on board, again, not just for sports but for everybody in general, because it's a very important aspect. So that's what I'm looking to join the team with.
Kylie Minogue up ahead, and more Kruti Khemani. Don't go anywhere. We're live at 9:50. I'm Hrishi K.